Hey you, do you like stuff that's spooky?
Do something spooky.
Kids on Bikes is a tabletop RPG system made to recreate the stories of the kids in a small town banding together to defeat something that they really shouldn't be getting involved with in the first place. Kids on Bikes is like Call of Cthulhu, in the sense that you're playing as regular-ass people dealing with that doesn't look normal. Man, that's a fucked up looking dog. Look at this fucking cocksucker. Get off the road, asshole! But unlike Call of Cthulhu, you don't need a 4-year course just to learn how to create a fucking character. To learn Kids on Bikes, you need a love for storytelling, a healthy dose of memes, and oh, would you look at that? An exactly 8-minute video on the internet. Like most other TTRPGs, Kids on Bikes has a GM, or a Game Master. This person is the one who has all the rules memorized of the game, and acts as the game engine, if you will. Creates the world, the NPCs in it, but they don't tell the story, no matter how hard they may try. Because that is up to everyone at the table, the GM and the players. The players are the main characters, and the GM is the world and the side characters. You can't have a story without both. This video will teach you how to start playing as a player. Let's get to it. The only things you need as a player is a set of dice and a character. You have to make said character from scratch. Now there are some preset characters that you can choose from. You know, but since you're watching this video about the nerdiest hobby in existence, I'm assuming you already have multiple different OCs that have never seen the light of day and will have no issue using one of them or making your own character from scratch because you're such a big fucking nerd. But while you're here, I might as well enlighten you about my different character creation methods. Method 1. Story first, then stats. Think of a character that you really want to be, who you can act out and explore in the story. Think of a backstory and such. Then, choose your stats that will fit this character the best. This is the method I use mostly, and is good for beginners. Method 2. Stats first, then story. I recommend this method if your character idea bank is running dry. Go choose your stats first. You want to play a brick shithouse himbo? Give him that D20 brawn and empathy stats, baby. And then, build their story around their stats. Why are they a brick shithouse? Why have they gotten so jacked? Why do they care so much about others? The backstory basically writes itself. Method 3.
I think I'm about to steal!
Look, unless this nerdy shit is literally your job, it's not gonna matter that you're gonna steal some stuff here and there. You're playing with friends. As long as everyone's having fun, it doesn't really matter. Now, I can't write your character's backstory for you, but I can teach you how stats work and what they do. Take a look at this. This is your character sheet. Your character's info and stats come here, and you'll use it to play the game. Let's begin with stats. Your stats are what you're good at and what you're bad at. These are the dice you'll be using for stats. As an example, let's say during the game you and your friends have been hunting ghosts, and after a long day of ghost busting, you head home and get ready to go to bed. But as you're brushing your teeth, looking into the mirror, you see movement behind you in the shower. You stay still and act quick. You do the first thing that comes to your head. The DM will ask you to please roll a fight roll, and thus, you roll the dice that's in your fight stat, whichever dice that may be. 6 different dice, 6 different stats to place them in. D20 means you're an expert, D4 means you fucking suck at it. This is because how difficult a task is rated from 1 to 20. Punching a ghost? Undoubtedly a 20. Which makes it hard, but not impossible, and very funny if you can pull it off. If the names weren't obvious enough, here's a rundown of what the stats are used for.
Run for your life!
What color is an orange? Ted, you bonehead. Its color is the same as its name, just like a lemon.
Well, my name is Skylar White-Yo.
Next, get your character's age. Are they a kid, teen, or adult? Disclaimer, the rules don't specify at what ages the characters are a kid, teen, or adult. I know that you're a legal adult by 18, but I am 18 right now and I do not feel like an adult, so I'm just gonna say that 21 is an adult. Age is important because you get different strengths based on your age. Kids have a fresh immune system, which means they get to heal quickly. They also get to add a 1 to any flight roll they make, and a 1 to any charm roll they make, because they're fast and likable, apparently. Teenagers are stubborn shitheads who don't listen to anyone that's not their age. They also get +1s to fight and brawn because, well, have you seen schools? Adults get the skilled at blank trait. Fill this blank in with something that your character has gotten good at over their years of experience. More often than not, this comes from something like their job. They also get +1s to grit and brains because of life experience, I guess. Next, pick 2 other strengths and 2 flaws to go with it. Strengths give you mechanical advantages like pluses to rolls or stuff like that, but flaws don't actually affect your stats in any way. They just help you flesh out your character and make sure that you don't make a Mary Sue. Now, for those of you who are interested in playing non-neurotypical or able-bodied characters, there are definitely options for those. There are no set-in-stone rules, so you're gonna have to talk to your DM about it, but the gist of it comes down to, if you lose one thing, you get another thing. It's gonna be a trade-off. If you're blind, you might lose sight, but you might get better hearing. If you're in a wheelchair, you might not be good on even ground, but going downhill, you're speedy. If your character's on the spectrum, they might be good with some hyper-focused interest of theirs, but they might have a mechanic where they get sensory overload in situations that are too much for them. Before you play a character like this, however, your DM is going to have a discussion with you to make sure that you're going to be respectful about these type of characters. Oh, and if we weren't based enough, race, ethnicity, gender, and sexuality have no effect over your stats, but your DM will talk about incorporating them into the story itself. And now for the finishing touches of your character, a full name, a motivation, fears, and what's in their backpack. And there we go. That's it. You should have everything you need on your character sheet now, and you should be ready to play. The rest of the work is up to the DM, which is most of the time me, or whoever you're playing with, but I digress. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you for watching, and have fun playing.
See you in hell, Osama bin Laden.